What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Porter, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today by my co-host at the Will Gray. How you doing, Will?
This is my absolute favorite way to start the day. Every time I get to do this with you, Travis, it is like if bees had knees, they would look like the Creatia Conversation.
Glad to have you, sir. Good to see you again. Haven't done this show with you in quite some time, so looking forward to this one today. But what you been up to, sir? What you been watching? What you been playing?
I have been on the below deck binge watching spree. I have become a trash reality TV binge watcher. And then I've been going down the YouTube rabbit hole of all the Big Brother information I can find because it starts today.
I was just going to say, after I got through telling you all the things that I was watching and playing, none of it matters because tonight is the night, sir. Tonight is the night.
Oh, nothing
Big
matters.
Brother starts tonight, 3 nights a week, the biggest party of the summer. It starts tonight. I cannot wait, sir.
So the rest of the shows don't matter now. The real question is, Travis, I talked to Ritter about this the other day. What's the Big Brother concept? What Big Brother show are we going to be doing? And that's the collective we.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know yet, but we got to do something. It might like be a thing where just an entire episode of the Creatia Conversation is we could just dedicate us talking about Big Brother or something because we got to do something.
I said the same thing. I was like, there's no way me, you, Al. I was like, there's no way we can have 3 Big Brother fans and not have some sort of weekly content going out. I was like, this has to happen. And it starts today.
Whew.
It's here.
So excited.
Big Brother is here.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about Big Brother right now. I know we have other shit to talk about, but we'll get to it. Fuck it. So we know they showed us the 16 house guests, but apparently we got 3 returning people.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
So
we got 3 people that are returning. One of them, I don't know what season he was on, but Frankie, remember Ariana Grande's brother? Apparently he's coming back. And then I forgot what her last name is, but her name was Brittany, and I don't remember what season she was on either. But I remember like it was either the first episode or the second competition or something like that, where they had to crawl through some caramel, and she was like, "I give up," and just laid down in the caramel and just said, "Fuck it."
She's like, "I'm out."
Like I remember her from that. I don't remember anything else she did on that show, but I remember that. Wait. Oh, Allison has words.
Allison has words.
Boss bitch diary room. RN said he's in too. Oh shit. Yeah, we gonna have to make this happen somehow. Tell me as another one. Okay, another podcast. I can do it. I don't have to host it. Cool.
She said I'm gonna host it. She wants you and RN and me and her all involved. So I'm like, okay, we can make that happen.
Yeah. I can probably make that work. But yeah. So those 3, and there's somebody else, Danielle Reyes, like from an early season before I started watching. So I don't know who she is. But yeah, apparently they're coming back too, which is strange because they named 16 house guests. So is it one of those things where you got all 19 of them in there and 3 of them got to go right away? Like,
oh, okay. See, that would be they haven't done anything major or crazy on the first night, like a major, eviction or anything. Because it's always like, let's get your feet wet and kind of introduce you. And the first, it's always that. So for them to go in guns blazing and send 3 people home inside the live episode, that would be wild.
Yeah.
Before they even unpack their bags.
Right. You got these 3 extra people there because you start with 16. So it's like, okay, it would make sense to me if they did things some of that first night where like, yeah, potentially all 3 of these house guests could come back if they, win this competition or whatever. If not, they go home or they send somebody else home, that kind of thing.
What if they put the 3 returning guests into a competition and only one of the 3 returning guests get a play?
That would still put them at 17 people.
Ooh, I guess that's true. Okay.
But they could do another thing in that where, like, that first week they just have an extra person and they evict 2 people at the end of that first week or something. I don't know. They just we don't know what they could do.
Man, there's so much that can happen.
So much potential there. So much. Any of the house guests? You've seen the house guests themselves though, the little intro videos and stuff. They put them on IG.
I saw. That's what I was looking at mainly. I saw there was some TikTok heat, Travis, in the world.
TikTok heat. Okay. Let's talk about the TikTok heat. Then what's happening with the TikTok?
There was a TikTok creator. His name is Lance Tosi. He is a Native American, and he built a platform for Native American awareness. And then it turns out he was a pretty yucky dude, right? Well, he put some stuff out that said he was going to be a house guest, like some really official looking shit. And there was some people that were like, if Big Brother signed this a-hole to be on Big Brother, like, we're not fucking with him. So like when Al and I saw these very official looking videos, we were like, there's no way that they would sign on to let this guy on the show, because he was pretty much all but canceled, like knocked off the platform completely. Like, so we were like, there's no way they would have taken a risk, because he was one of those TikTok superheroes during the pandemic where he developed his entire following on TikTok. But then he kind of got, like I said, he got super canceled. So we thought he was like DOA, like just out of the picture completely. So when we saw these super official looking videos come out, we were like, there's no way he signed on. But it turns out it was all a hoax. He was doing it for clout to try to get into it. But I was like, thank God they didn't go down that road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super yucky. Thank you, Al.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I normally, like, the first night I always make sure I watch it live. It's just my thing. The rest of them I probably, like, a lot of times end up catching the next day, because I have Paramount Plus, so I can watch it ad free and all that. But
we've got Paramount Plus, so I've got an interview plus Dynamite plus a show at 9. So I might not watch Big Brother live, but I will definitely see it before I go to bed tonight.
Do you watch the live feeds?
I stay up to date, especially if it's like a veto or an eviction, not a veto or a head of household or something, an HOH. And then what I'll do is I'll stay up and watch the live feeds then, so I can kind of see who wins.
So you don't have to wait till Sunday.
Bingo. Or if I know there's some like, extra hot tea brewing, I'll kind of stick around and see what's happening. Yeah. So I watch the live feeds in and out throughout the season, but especially if the big nights, if something big's happening out.
Yeah. Allison, sometimes I do. It's not one of those things where I make a habit of watching it all the time, but every now and then I'm like, I wonder what they're doing right now, and I'll just let's see. Oh, okay.
Or if
was how I knew. That's kind of how I saw last year, like an example of how the editing works with the show, because they put something on an episode like 2 weeks after the conversation actually happened. And I was like, it was a conversation between Taylor and Monty playing pool or something. And I'm like, they had this conversation 2 weeks ago. This has nothing to do with what's happening this week.
That's the power of TV, Travis. It's the power of TV.
I know. So sometimes I watch the live feed, but at other times I'm like, I feel like I ruin a lot of the excitement for myself by doing it too. So I'll sometimes like, I won't watch it. But just depends on the mood I'm in.
I agree. I also, like I said, usually I don't really dive too deep into them unless there's something major happening. Like if there's an HOH or a power of veto or something. But I do sometimes just love watching it for the drama, especially if the episode ends on a cliffhanger and I know there's some bullshit stirring. I'll spend an extra time watching the live feeds just so I can see the meltdown happen, because they won't show a lot of that stuff on real time, but they don't edit. Like there's not a whole lot of editing done on those live feeds. Like you get to see it happen.
They move the cameras around, but they don't edit stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to watch the meltdowns happen in real time. So I'm here for the drama. It's like watching NASCAR, right? You watch for the crashes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not even going to go into the things I've been watching. I saw the Haunted Mansion over the weekend, but that was
How
cool.
was it?
It was cool. I liked it.
Cool.
But Big Brother's happening tonight, so I don't care. There's another reason why what I was watching and playing doesn't matter, but we'll get to that in just a second. But for right now, I want to thank you all for watching us. If you're watching us live, know that you can watch us. You can watch us live if you're not on twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, subscribe. Just hit the little subscription button there. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, and therefore you can subscribe to anybody for free on Twitch. Any of your favorite Twitch streamers, subscribe there. We think we're pretty cool, so you should use it on us. But if not, use it on somebody. Don't let it go to waste. Give it to us, or give it to River City Radio. Give it to any other your other favorite Twitch streamers out there. Support them, because we really appreciate your support. It helps us out a whole lot, way more than you know. Also on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. You can watch us live, and there you can subscribe for free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just hit that subscribe button, and right next to that is a little bell. Ring that bell. It's got a little bean on it, so you just look at it and just flick that bean. Just flick it. And speaking of flicking the beam, you want to also go to pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. That's Matt's favorite place for you to watch us. Favorite place that we put out content. That's just what he loves so much. So make him happy and watch us on Pornhub while you flick that beam. But also, if you want to support us financially, the best way to do that is on Patreon. Patreon.com/Creatia World, where you can get this show and all our other shows ad-free. You also can get, for just $1, our extra stuff, like Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden, Matt Ritter. We just finished getting through Starrcade 1997 while we're working through all of WCW. The biggest pay-per-view in WCW history, for good, for better, or for worse. Also, Multiverse with myself and Mario the Shark Watkins. We're watching a lot of animated comic book movies, having a great time with that. A lot of you probably saw the new Flash movie that came out. We did a podcast on Flashpoint Paradox, the movie that's also based on the same comic book story. Much better. It's much better. Like, it's just the animated stuff has been so much better than the live action stuff as far as DC goes. But yeah, it's patreon.com/Creatia World to get all that stuff. But for now, Will, it's that time.
Is it time?
It's newsy time.
Ooh, it gets me.
So, number one reason, well, not the number one reason, but the other reason why I was saying what I've been watching and what I've been playing doesn't matter, because Baldur's Gate 3 comes out tomorrow, Will. And
that's what they say.
That's just going to take over my life as well. I'll also be doing a stream tomorrow afternoon of Baldur's Gate 3, so that'll be a good time. Okay. Yeah, they also adjust narratives and editing. Sometimes they did it last season with a few things with Tiffany. Yeah. But anyway, back to Baldur's Gate 3. So Baldur's Gate 3, we got release time, preload stuff, Steam Deck verification, all that news here. The things you need to know about Baldur's Gate 3 before it comes out. I'm going to share this because I care. This article comes from comicbook.com from Ricky Fretch. So Larian Studios' Baldur's Gate 3 is shaping it to be one of the hottest releases of 2023, kicking off what looks like a string of massive launches that will take place over the course of this fall. Baldur's Gate 3 has been in the works for quite a while now, with an early access period that started last year, but the official release should bring in all kinds of new players to get their RPG fix to end the summer. It's going to give you more than a fix. It's just going to be your life. It's like 200-hour game, but not really. It's not that long, but it's really long. But the official release should be blah, blah, blah. So with a release of this size, there are quite a few questions you'll probably have as we get closer to its release date. So we've collected everything you need to know about Baldur's Gate 3 ahead of launch. So the release date, we talked about it, is tomorrow. Baldur's Gate 3 is set to launch on PC August 3rd, 2023. The game was originally launched on both PC and was going to launch on both PC and PlayStation at the same time, but Larian Studios decided to move the PC launch up a month, which means the PS5 release date will come on September 6th. Technically, that means PS5 release has been slightly delayed, but only by a week. Either way, the PC launch comes first and will be in players' hands on August 3rd. So, when can you preload Baldur's Gate 3? Unfortunately, you can't, but let me tell you why. So we've learned that Baldur's Gate 3 will be an absolutely massive game at above 100 gigabytes. In most cases, you'd expect the developer to provide the option to preload the game of that size to make it ready for launch day. However, Larian Studios has recently announced that will not be an option for BG3, meaning you'll need to download the entire thing on launch before you can even begin playing. which means Travis will just start this download at midnight tonight because it's going to take forever. Because Steam already takes forever for downloads. It's fucking ridiculous. I need them to do better. But anyway, will Baldur's Gate 3 run on Steam Deck? So Baldur's Gate 3 will run on Steam Deck at launch. So those of you who like the little handheld stuff with your PC games, you can do that. Larian is trying to get its Steam Deck verified by then as well. That said, players might have to wait a few days for it to technically get that badge. Larian does say it currently runs well, so you won't need to worry too much. They do note that they won't have an FSR 2.0 at launch, but they hope to have it by September 6th. For all you Xbox people out there, unfortunately, Baldur's Gate 3 is not officially announced for Xbox Series X and S yet. Larian has repeatedly said it wants to bring the game to that console, but they're currently focused on the PC and PS5 versions. They specifically noted that issues with split-screen co-op have been the problem behind the Xbox version. So once they get that fixed, we'll probably start to hear more about it. So while there's currently nothing to announce, you can expect to see an Xbox version hit in the near future. Yeah, they're saying like with the Series S is where the problem is. They can't get the split screen to work on the Xbox Series S. So it's like, and you can't. Xbox has its mandate that you can't have major features on the X and not the S. You got to have all the major features on both of them. So if you can't make it work on S, you can't put the game on Xbox. So
damn.
Yeah. And it's kind of a leg up for PlayStation because Xbox has Starfield coming out on September 6th. PlayStation doesn't get Starfield. But PlayStation gets Baldur's Gate that same day. So PlayStation folks, you can get up into Baldur's Gate, have yourself a great fucking time. Those of you who don't know what Baldur's Gate is, it is basically the video game version of Dungeons and Dragons, and I can't fucking wait. Like full on with dice rolls, turn-based combat, and all that shit. I'm so excited.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, you can ask all the questions you want.
And this is unfortunate. This is one of those great unfortunate, times. Like a series of unfortunate events. Because one, I have a PS4, not a PS5.
Right.
Okay. And then I was like, that's fine. I'll get it on Steam. I have a fucking Mac.
Oh no, the Mac version is not ready yet. Yeah, they don't have it for Mac yet.
It's it's the Harry Potter curse, man. Like I just can't get a release date now for anything.
Yeah. They still haven't. They said it. They're gonna put it on Mac. They just haven't announced that date yet.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate. Like I love my computer because Apple does such a good job when it comes to doing like tech-based stuff like podcasting and recording and video editing. They're great for that. They're absolute shit for gaming though. My Steam library got like negated down to like 6 games as to what I can actually play on my computer now. Like I don't even currently have Steam on my computer because I can't play any of the games I want to play. They're all on my PlayStation. Yeah. But I love the idea of Baldur's Gate. I agree. The whole D&D turn-based. I was a huge looking at that, I was a big Morrowind fan. So anything in that medieval genre is right up my alley. So when I saw it and you and Matt were both so hyped about it, I watched all the stuff from the summer game fests and stuff like that. And I was like, but it's like envy because I know my PS4, I won't get it and I can't play it on Mac yet. So it's like, I'll just live vicariously through Travis.
I about to say, watch the stream tomorrow afternoon, man. It'll be about 3:30 that we hop on. I'll have some other people hanging out with me while we do it too. Probably mostly just go through the character creation, maybe the opening part of the game and stuff like that. But it should be a good time. But yeah, they got the Dragonborn race in there now, which I'm very excited about. I fucking love dragons. There was also they put the monk class in the game, so that's going to be fun. The first D&D character I ever created for myself was a Dragonborn monk, so I'm likely going to end up playing that just because I never got a chance to really flesh it out. I only played it for like a one shot one time. Then I ended up playing a paladin, also a Dragonborn though. Dragons are fucking cool. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a great time. I'm going to have to make sure I'm, at this computer at midnight so I can start the download. That way it'll be ready tomorrow morning. And yeah,
When you said over 100 gigs, I was like, okay, what's one of the largest games currently out? 175 gigs for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
yeah,
So anything over 100 gigs means you're going to be in that top 10, top 5 largest game currently on the market. And I'm like, Jesus, that's big. Because you're
yeah.
looking at
I
like
think
Halo 5, Red Dead Redemption 2.
I say Red Dead 2 was really big too. How many do you have that there?
It's 150 because
Yeah, I remember that one being really big when I downloaded it. It was just like, whew.
that's why the jump from Red Dead at 150 to Call of Duty at 175 was such a big deal, because they added 25 more gigabytes to the largest game that had ever been released. That's why it was such a big jump. So now you're saying anything over 100 is still fucking huge, man.
Yeah. Man, and the thing is, I'm looking forward to it too, because it's basically the closest I'm gonna get to playing D&D as a player, because every D&D game I'm in, I got 2 of them that I'm running. I'm the DM for both of them, so I don't ever get to actually just play. But I mean, this won't be the same because I don't get to have that camaraderie with my party members and the role play with them and all that. But this is a close second.
It's the struggles of being a DM, Travis.
I know. And I accept that because it allows me to do a lot of extra shit.
Dungeon Daddy.
Damn right. Oh man. So moving on from Baldur's Gate though, because I will talk about this for the entire hour. Main story here: Gal Gadot is developing Wonder Woman 3 along with James Gunn and Peter Safran. This article comes from comicbook.com from Jamie Lovett. The DC universe on film is headed in a new direction under James Gunn and Peter Safran, but it sounds like Gal Gadot is still going to be involved with Wonder Woman's future. Gadot debuted as Diana Prince in 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. She then headlined 2017's Wonder Woman. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Cool. As Gunn and Safran took over as co-heads of the rechristened DC Studios for Warner Brothers, plans for Patty Jenkins to return for Wonder Woman 3 were scrapped. That left Gal Gadot's future as Wonder Woman unclear. Things became murkier when she appeared in a cameo role in Shazam: Fury of the Gods, but had a similar cameo cut from The Flash, starring Ezra Miller, where she would have appeared alongside Ben Affleck as Batman and Henry Cavill as Superman. Further confusing fans. Speaking to comicbook.com's Chris Killian for her new Netflix movie Heart of Stone before SAG-AFTRA strike, Gal Gadot said as she understands it, she will be developing Wonder Woman 3 together with Gunn and Safran. I love portraying Wonder Woman, Gadot says. It's so close to and dear to my heart. From what I heard from James and from Peter is that we're gonna develop a Wonder Woman 3 together. Yeah. So that's the thing. Gal Gadot working on Wonder Woman 3 alongside Gunn and Safran, make all that happen.
This is like the Yankees making sure they re-sign Derek Jeter or some shit. LeBron going back to the what's the Cleveland Cavaliers? I almost forgot what the basketball team was called.
He plays for the Lakers now.
What I know, but when he went home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
But like, I'm trying to think of analogies. Vince would shit on me if I made bad basketball analogies. But like, them keeping Gal Gadot in-house for Wonder Woman is huge, because they've done so much rocking of the ship under the James Gunn, regime, as it were. So the idea of them keeping the ace in a hole for one of their biggest franchises is great. So no matter the direction they take it now, they know they have their Wonder Woman, and I think this is a win for them. I mean, Wonder Womans weren't bad; they weren't bad before. There have been much worse DC movies outside of Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
So the idea of where they were and where they're going to go under James Gunn is just going to be to the fucking moon. So I'm here for it. Yeah.
Like if I'm looking at movies from the DCEU, those movies, I'd be hard pressed to name more than, I guess, maybe 3 of those movies that are better than Wonder Woman. Like
no, I mean,
like I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, how many can I name that I think were actually better than Wonder Woman? I enjoyed Aquaman more than I enjoyed Wonder Woman, but I can't objectively say Aquaman is a better movie.
No, but Aquaman's one of those movies though that was like, even if it wasn't with James Gunn coming in, that's going to be a good movie. Now done great. Aquaman is one of those movies under James Gunn that could rival like an Iron Man type series because he knows what the MCU fans want and he has the budget and the talent. And most importantly, he's seen how that inner workings and the mechanisms of that machine runs. You know what I mean? That's why he can take it and play Moneyball over in DCU now and go, this is how we can do it on a budget and still be successful. That's why I think the DCEU is going to be dangerous moving forward. And I'm a diehard Marvel guy. But with James Gunn at the helm, he can do damage here. We talked about how if MCU has one slip up, DC could gain some ground quickly. You know what I mean?
If only they had one of these James Gunn ones coming out soon, because Secret Invasion was a slip. Like it definitely was. It was, as someone who was really looking forward to that show, who loved Captain America Winter Soldier, thought that's the kind of movie we were getting right here, but starring Nick Fury, I was very disappointed. Like it was just very unsatisfying at the end. It's just like
that's rough because we talked about right before it got released, we talked about neither one of us were like completely sold on it. And then I was like, you know me, I'll wait. I'll see what, and as the reviews came in, they just kept getting worse, it felt like. And then when I saw what you said about it and you weren't enjoying it, and I was like, this one will get moved to it'll be on the, when I'm out of things to watch list, I'll start it. And it's just unfortunate, man. And that's the risk they're running here. James Gunn could gain some major ground with some of these titles.
Yeah, they're losing momentum. So yeah, they can definitely gain ground here. Let's see. Where can we go now? Let's talk a little bit about some more of the SAG after strike here, because it's kind of hits a little more home for me as the former host of Creatia Comics, formerly Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. The star of Arrow, Stephen Amell, also the star of Heels.
Love it.
Made some comments the other day that got the people all riled up here. And he's trying to pull some of that back now because he realized, I kind of fucked up. So Stephen Amell, star of Arrow and Heels. You watch Heels, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Jack Spade.
Yeah. Has been in the hot seat for the past 24 hours after he commented on the ongoing SAG after strike. And there's been a lot of talk about said comments. Mel revealed yesterday that he doesn't actually support the ongoing actor strike. That he thinks it is a reductive negotiation tactic. Since then, the actor has clarified his comments in a Facebook post and revealed that he does indeed support his fellow union members. There was also a video from a recent fan event that surfaced where he violated the rules of the strike and spoke about his former series Arrow. He has since appeared on a new segment of TMZ where he is once again clarifying his comments and regretting what he said at the recent event. Here are the comments here. I'm just going to read the whole thing. Just strap in for a second, Will. We live in a time now, and I don't want to wax too poetic here, where people want you to vote as long as you're voting for their candidate. And I can support my union, but there was an authorization vote for a reason, Amell said. And listen, it was overwhelmingly in favor of striking. It was 98%. And I think there was a lot of people who, frankly, it was a vote, but I think that it was just kind of the complete that we were willing to authorize that. That was a weird sentence. Okay. I just think that this has been done in a very black and white, all or nothing sort of way. And I'm talking about shows and movies that were about to come out before the strike. I'm specifically talking about shows that, I and a bunch of other people pour their heart and soul into that happen to be coming out within a certain window after the strike. I don't think that some of the consideration that was given to other projects leading up to the strike and the delay of the strike was given to some other projects that came on the other side. And that's something that retrospectively I should have done a better job of taking up in private with the leadership of my union, people that I greatly respect and admire. So it sounds to me, reading this, that the reason he made those comments in the first place is because Heels just started back up and he wants to be able to promote his show, and he's mad that he can't promote his show. Like that's
100%.
that's really what that is. Like you can say all this other stuff at the beginning, like 98% of the union voted to strike. This includes people who need their work to succeed in order to live. Like there are over 160,000 members of SAG-AFTRA. Most of them are working multiple jobs. Like they do these movies and shows and all that, but they're also your bartender. They're also your server at your restaurant and all that kind of stuff. They need to be compensated properly. And that's what unions do. The way that you hit these people who like control the billions of dollars is hitting them in their pocket. And the way you can hit them in their pocket is not being there to put out product for them. So there are going to be some times when you put stuff out when the strike happens and it's not going to work as well for you. Guess what? You're just fine, Stephen Amell. You got all that Arrow money you already made. You got a lot of this money from Stars and all that you got from Hills. You got paid for that show already, dude. Like,
oh, they've long done. If it's out and they're releasing it episodically already, they're long done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been paid for that already. Now,
big time.
What they're fighting for and why they're going on strike is money you can get later for residuals because it's on a streaming service, sir. It's just I'm a very short-sighted view on this is my opinion, is what I'm saying.
No, it absolutely is. I grew up in a Teamsters household. So I grew up in a union house and I get it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people have their opinions on them, but this is one of those situations where it has to be put in place because that extra may have made $400 that day. And then, by the end of it, millions and millions and millions of people have seen that movie and they've never gotten one dime over that $400 extra check. Right. And that's
There's even the people who are stars of these shows and stuff like that, like we're showing residual checks they've gotten from other stuff, and somebody got a check for 3 cents and shit.
Rainn Wilson does it all the time because he gets them episodically, but since he was in every episode of The Office, it'll be like, oh, it's a 36-cent residual check from season 3, episode 2 on Peacock, and it's like, what the fuck? What do I do with this? He's got a stack of them. Like
waiting for him to stack up so you can take them all to the bank at the same time. Like, I'm gonna cash all of these, and yes, they're all for less than $1.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and when you see people like Rainn Wilson having that problem, then you realize like how big it is.
Yeah, exactly. So Stephen Amell, do better. I want to support you in all your things and all your doings, but I'm in the mood just like I don't have stars right now, so I'm like I was thinking about getting it so I could watch Heels, but at the same time, like, maybe I can wait now. I don't know. It's just because I like the show. I do.
The first episode was good. Oh, it was real good. Oh yeah. Cool. The direction they went with it was completely unexpected. It was very. Did you watch the first season?
Yeah.
Okay. They gave you the origin story of what happened right after King Spade died.
Oh,
so it gave you the origin story of Ace Spade's first match, the memorial show for their dad, deciding they weren't going to close the promotion. Like the first episode of season 2 was a prequel episode to season 1's first episode.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was super well done. At first I was like, okay, I know where we're at. I know what's happening. Then I was like, oh, fuck. This is a flashback. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, folks, at this time, I want to remind you all that a great way to support us is on patreon.com/Creatia World, where you can get this show and other shows that we do completely ad-free. That means, no point in time where I just pause the show so I can play an ad. But since you people here are now watching us on patreon.com/Creatia World, here's some ads. Spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator,
anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
We back, y'all. So, Will, my man, you're muted.
Travis, yes, sir.
You're a Minecraft guy, right?
Love Minecraft.
How you feel about Ninja Turtles?
You know, it's funny that you say that because I also love the Ninja Turtles.
Well, you know, I got something fun for you here if you're a fan of both Minecraft and the Ninja Turtles, sir.
Those are two of my things.
We
I'm
got
excited.
some crossover action happening right now.
Oh, Lord.
And we going to take a look at that.
I love trailers because I'm always blind reacting to whatever you're showing me. I'm already hyped. Look at that.
All right. Here we go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I want it.
Turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. We're really heavy. They're heroes in the house shell and they're green.
No, you might have found the thing that gets me to play Minecraft.
These turtle boys don't cut them slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them
What?
to be a ninja team. Leading by the lead, Donatello does machines. Nothing in the school but rude. Michelangelo is a
party dude.
Michelangelo is in fact a party dude, Travis.
Turtle power.
So yeah,
What? What?
yes, Ninja Turtle Minecraft crossover is happening, and that's fucking fantastic. Other Ninja Turtles news, though, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but Paramount has purchased the right to the original cartoon.
I saw that, like the original 1989 cartoon or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they say they're going to put it on Nickelodeon.
Uh-huh.
Also, it's going to be coming to their streaming platform soon. They haven't said the exact date or anything, so I'm just waiting for the day that the original Ninja Turtles cartoon is on Paramount Plus, and I'm going to binge the fuck out of that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you this is graphic. So hide your kids, hide your wife. I'm going to go buy a pair of tidy whities and a bowl and buy a big bowl so I can go make cereal and sit down and binge watch the Ninja Turtles and some tidy whities on my couch, eating some cereal just like I fucking did in 1989.
What if I told you can actually watch it right now if you wanted to?
Yes.
Do
Tell
you
me.
have access to Pluto TV?
I have access to Pluto TV.
They're putting it on Pluto TV now. It's there. You can't stream it on demand, but it's on Pluto TV.
My heart just fluttered a little bit.
Yes. It's wonderful.
Wow.
It's a
They were on
wonderful
YouTube stream for the first 87 episodes of the official. Okay. Who's doing the crossover? Is it going to be one of those like Telltale Games things where you like play a story in the Minecraft universe?
It
Or is
looked like actually like action gameplay happening there. You know, they're flipping on the roof and all that kind of stuff and swinging the swords and whatnot. So
well, that's what I'm thinking is if it's one of those have all been real fun.
Cool.
Like story-based RPGs in a Minecraft world. Like, I'm here for it. Plus, I love Minecraft, man. I still play vanilla Minecraft just for fun, just to hang out and relax. Yeah. I'm here for it. Love it. Leonardo breeds. Donatello swallows seeds. Facts.
Yeah.
For the first 5.
Cool.
Sweet.
So we got some other news here. Apparently, there's an XBiz Europa Awards. I didn't know they had their own awards for Europe, but apparently they do now. So the 2023 XBiz Europa Awards nominees have been announced. I'm not very familiar with European porn stars, Will. But here we go. XBiz is pleased. This article comes from XBiz.com, by the way, just their own news announcement. XBiz is pleased to announce the nominees for the 2023 XBiz Europa Awards presented by premium social media platform F2F.com. Have you heard of F2F.com?
No.
Me neither. Okay. Honoring the industry's most captivating and creative performers, creators, websites, products, and companies, the 2023 XBiz Europa Awards will cap off the debut Amsterdam edition of XBiz's fall series, which is slated for September 10th through 13th. You right over there?
F2F, friends to follow, is like a nudie porn star Facebook.
Oh,
yeah. I just clicked it and I
It's
opened it up. I was like,
probably a subscription fee for it and everything. Huh?
I bet it's going to be like similar to like an OF or something like that.
Maybe. Okay.
But still, as soon as I opened it, because I was like, fuck it, I'll see what it is. I've got friends who have social media apps. So I'm like, there's no telling. It could be just like a really like basic version of Twitter or something. No, I opened it up and it's like a whole ass like OF style like Facebook page. I was like, oh, bookmark.
All right there.
I'll check you out later.
Yeah. Bookmark that. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, industry members may cast their votes on xbiz.net for all award categories starting Monday, August 7th. Fan voting for select categories also begins Monday. The nominees for the 2023 XBiz Europa Awards are, well, there's a whole list here. Anything on here catch your eye that you recognize, or anybody you recognize, or anybody that you like, oh, I want to see them win?
I immediately went to the lists of female performer of the year. I didn't recognize any of these names, but I don't want to take away from the obvious talent that we're discussing here, because a Clara Mia and an Eve Sweet are obviously on the same level as an Alex Crystal or an Angelica Grace. I mean, even though we don't know them, I'm sure they're big in Europe.
They're big in
They're got to
Europe.
be
Only-
huge in Europe.
Yeah, the only names I recognized on this whole list, I recognize the name Anissa Kate, and I don't even know what I saw her in or what she looks like anymore. But I know I've seen that name before.
Facts. There's a couple that I'm like, maybe I've seen that one.
Yeah, there's a few like, but it also could be that just that name is just familiar because that seemed like a name that somebody would have, like Catherine Knight. Like, you know, I'm sure I've met a Catherine Knight at some point in my 36 years of living, you know. But
They have an entire section for best sex scene feature. Okay, sir. So if this is the XBiz Europa Awards, this is literally like them getting the award for being the best fuckers in Europe.
yeah.
Like, that's down to the core as to what this award is. Like, you had the absolute best sex of 2022, and here's an award for you.
Hell yeah.
Could you imagine having that on your mantle? They literally best sex scene. So it's like you had, of all the sex that was had on the planet in 2022, you had the best.
That was put
sex.
on film. That's put on
Yeah,
film.
at least on film, you had the best sex of 2022. That's a fucking award, dude.
It is. It is. Like, I did this and I did it better than everybody else.
Nobody else could touch what I did. Like, that's huge.
Yeah. Literally,
Like,
maybe.
well played. There's a couple names on here more than once, so you know that person is fucking talented.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Studio of the Year, a few of those. I don't hentai, I'm sure it does hentai. Then we got Global Studio Brand of the Year. A few of them we recognize: Brazzers, Vixen. I don't know Dorsal.
Nope.
Are there dolphins in that one? Is that what's happening? Oh, anyway.
Okay, yeah, now we're getting to stuff I recognize.
Yeah, we got Pay Site Network Company of the Year. I don't recognize any of them. Payment Service Company of the Year. They recognize the people that put the money through. You know what? You should, because there's some out there that won't because they're just stupid.
I know I recognize loyal fans and stuff like that because I follow some content creators that have those and OFs and stuff like that. Like, I recognize some of this stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, Global Web Brand of the Year. Yeah. Brazzers, Chatterbait. I know that one. Fan
Yeah.
Center, I've heard of. Loyal Fans, Streammate, Vixen. Yeah, I've heard a lot of those. We got Cam Model of the Year, though. I don't know any of them. I'm not up on the cam models.
It's not the current genre of literature that I'm into these days. Not to say
Right.
there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean,
BDM Pleasure Brand of the Year, sir. Gangbaster.
that sounds aggressive.
It's the Pleasure Brand of the Year, and the name of their brand is Gangbaster.
Whew.
Woo.
Let's see.
Electrostim. That's another good one.
Innovative Sex Toy of the Year
Whoa, I haven't got to that one yet.
is like the Keon Sex Machine. I'm gonna have to copy and paste a few of these and look at what they are, because what are these innovative sex toys? What are the latest innovations?
What
in
are
sex
the
toys?
innovative what are the innovative changes in sex toys?
Okay, so one of these is this one's a masturbator. It looks like
The Legato mystery vibe.
But
Can we
it, like-
screen share? You know.
I don't know if I'll be able to get away with this on YouTube. So
Holy
not-
shit. I'm gonna bookmark that one.
which one?
The Legato mystery vibe.
Oh. What's up with the Legato mystery vibe?
It looks like it could do like anything you wanted.
Let's take a look. Let me see. Hold on.
I just copy and pasted that one in here. Like, oh,
Yeah. Yes, people, you are now just watching us look up sex toys right now. We can't show it to you, so it's just it's kind of got like is it? No, it's not quite a cock ring. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it goes on the vagina.
it goes around it. So that way it just kind of rests in place between you and her.
Nice. So yeah, it gives a nice, stimulation of the clitoris.
For both, for both people, 360-degree satisfaction, Travis. And you can adjust it with your phone. So if you're mid-session, you're like, hold on, babe.
Gotta slow this down a little bit.
Let me get that facial recognition real quick.
But yeah, the XBiz Awards nominees. What did we say the actual date of the award show? Hold on, because we're gonna talk about it on this show. Yeah, September 10th through the 13th is where the whole event is. So that is, I'm guessing that's a weekend. Actually, no, that's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
The Wave Womanizer is literally a fucking shower head, Travis. That is a shower head. That is a sex toy. So, like, during the day, you're like, oh, I got to get ready for work. Hold on. Let me rub one out real quick. Swear to God. It's a shower head
God
sex toy.
bless the internet.
I
sir.
love capitalism, my
Yeah.
God. Rule 34 in work right there. Shower heads? No, we got you. Hold on a second.
Oh man. So yeah, XBiz Awards, September 10th. We'll have some kind of reaction to that on this show, more than likely.
God, I can't wait.
We got another story here, and it was one that Matt insisted that we discuss today.
Very on brand for what we were just discussing.
Very influential pastor urges Christians to, quote, stop porn. There's something special about this gentleman, though. We'll discuss that in just a moment. But first, I'm gonna just read this article so we can just talk about that. So, amidst a ramping up of religious conservative porn addiction propaganda, time to influence the Senate debate on KOSA and COPPA. Influential pastor Nick Vujicic,
You tried.
yeah, has taken to the interview circuit to ask for porn to be stopped and for churches to get involved in, quote, addressing sexual sin. In an interview published on the Christian Broadcasting Network show Faithwire on Saturday, the San Diego-based Australian-American pastor who was born without arms, people, born without arms. So the guy who can't masturbate is telling y'all to stop watching porn,
Or you're going to hell.
because he's a fucking hater. Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This dude is telling you to stop watching porn. All right.
He's just mad.
He's a hater. The man's a hater. Anyway, back to what I was. Yeah, he's born without arms or legs. Brings up the controversial topic of pornography addiction. A characterization of compulsive behavior has been widely debunked by scientists and psychiatrists. To say,
Beating his dick like Charles Xavier. Pop.
oh man, oh man. So here's a quote from this dude whose last name I still can't pronounce. Says, let's talk about your pornographic addiction. When was the last time you actually saw pornography? It's scientifically proven that when you're pornographically addicted, it rewires your brain. Okay. According to this dude's religiously informed theories of cognition and behavioral science, this supposed rewiring prevents people from being renewed in their minds. So what happens is, this is another quote, we get comfortable and we get lazy and we just look for coping mechanisms to feel okay. Just because you feel okay this week doesn't mean anything. Sir, that has nothing to do with porn. That's called being alive right now. We cope. All right.
It's just alive. Okay. You do your best.
What he incorrectly describes as brain rewiring is, in fact, standard coping behavior by psychological standards. However, this prescription for rectifying what he terms addiction and brain rewiring is not therapeutic, but theological. He demands that those, quote, living in sexual sin should, quote, reveal, repent, and restore. Oh, man.
If he thinks my brain is rewired because of porn, he's going to lose his mind when he finds out how much LSD I've done. Oh, God.
But yeah, this goes on. But it's just more of him spewing his shit. And, oh, man. XBiz goes on about it too. But yeah. This motherfucker who has no arms or legs is telling you to stop watching porn, mostly because he can't masturbate and he's a fucking hater.
He's just mad.
Yeah.
Hater.
So, this might seem a little off to you, Will, but want to get a little more weird?
I love getting weird, Travis.
Yeah. You may have thought we got weird already, but I feel like this is going to be weirder. I haven't seen this. I'm just assuming from the title that this is going to be weird.
God, I can't wait. I'm already. Yes.
Have you heard of the Slaughterhouse?
I've heard of many things by that name, so I'm even more intrigued.
Right. But have you heard of the Slaughterhouse?
No.
Well, we're going to watch a trailer for the Slaughterhouse, sir. Let's give it just a second.
I can't believe
exactly.
this.
It could be any of those things, sir. But this is the
haunted house in Nashville called the Slaughterhouse. Like, there's so many things by the Slaughterhouse.
Then there's actually literal slaughterhouses. So there's that. Come on, StreamYard, catch up. Come on, do better.
It's coming. There we go. Slaughterhouse. Okay, it doesn't look like a B-list movie. Oh,
so cute.
No.
Oh my God. I'm so happy this exists.
Maybe they just tricked us all.
This is it.
The jungle
Is this a real thing?
out here, she's an alpha.
Alpha.
She's an alpha.
It is a wild animal. You don't even know what it eats. Alpha?
Slaughterhouse.
It's a slaughter.
Oh.
Oh my God. This looks awful in the best way possible.
Slaughterhouse.
In theaters August 30th, people.
Wow.
I got one more here. Did you ever watch Disenchantment on Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay.
It's well, this is the final season is coming to Netflix. The 5th season. It's made by the same people who do from the same folks as The Simpsons and Futurama. But the trailer for the final season is here, and we can check that out. And I'm sure that StreamYard is once again going to be super slow on putting this up here. But yeah, let's talk about Slaughterhouse for a second, sir. How you feeling about Slaughterhouse? You want to see that one? You know, looking forward to it, or you just like?
I'm gonna peel the curtain back a little bit for the listeners here. I've had the same background on my iPhone as long as I've had an iPhone. Okay. It's a sloth in a 3-piece tailored suit that says $dollar bill, y'all. And if you were to look at the next frame of the image, it's the same sloth and it says hustle at your own speed. So I've had the sloth in a 3-piece suit with $dollar bill, y'all, as my background on my iPhone as long as I've had an iPhone. I've always said the sloth is my spirit animal. There's no reason for it to exist, but by God, it gets there when it means to, you know, like I say a lot of times I'm a sloth or I'm a wizard, like, because people are like, Allison calls it Will Gray time, because if you tell me to be there at 3, I'm going to be there between 3:15 and 3:30 most of the time. And instead of being late, I'm like Gandalf the Grey. I say I'm a wizard. I'm neither late nor early. I show up exactly when I plan to. So I'm like a sloth. I'm like, they're not in a hurry anywhere they go. And you best believe it. Now at this point in my life, I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. I do things at my pace.
I see.
Love
Looks like what the
sloths.
problem is an internet connection issue. Is the speed's getting fucked up. So what I'll say is we can just end the show here. We don't have to watch this trailer. Unfortunately, I'll just cut that out. But yeah, man, it's been a good time, Will.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. And thank you all for watching us. Don't forget you can catch us on both Twitter and Instagram, and also all the other things at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. You can also catch us on Facebook in those other groups we got there, like one being facebook.com/group/Them Dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, go there. Also, if you just got a cool picture of the dragon, just drop the cool picture of the dragon in there because dragons are fucking cool. Also, wrestling fans, facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. Go there for the official Facebook group for the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smacking It Raw podcast, featuring the Warden, Matt Ritter, Vince Delgado, and Katie Kinsey Bay. You can also find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. The Will Gray. Where can they find you? Plug your shit, all that good stuff.
First and foremost, Travis, thank you as always for allowing me to be the honorary use of all things Creatia World. If you're interested in my shenanigans elsewhere, check my link tree at The Will Gray. You'll find all things Botch Bots and Chair Shots, Rivet City Radio, and all my dirt sheet writing.
Nice. That'll be it for today, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be me and Mara. We'll have a great time with another show. But until then,
We out.